Yo, yo, yo.
Yeah, man.
Good evening, good evening. This is another episode of This and That with Mr. 357. And I have a special guest here today. He's also a representative of the GEW Global Extreme Wrestling Movement.
Yeah.
He is. What's your name, sir?
Uh, the name on GW is Tolos The God, the OG. But the man behind the man is Cecil Moore.
Cecil Moore. Tolos The God, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
Welcome to the show, my brother.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Pleasure. So yeah, let's get into it. So GEW. How do you feel about GEW and the movement itself? How do you feel being a part of the movement?
Oh, it's a wonderful thing. Like the majority of the guys always had that dream of probably being a wrestler or wanting to grow up and be a wrestler. Always, right? So same. Grew up from, as far as I remember, 5 years old, wanting to be a wrestler and be in the business and knowing some indie wrestlers. And
Right.
it's always wanting to be around the business. So never got that chance. The movement of GEW, oh man, it's a beautiful thing. It gives you that dream, still have a good time outside of my everyday life. So.
That's a fact. No, that's a fact. That's funny you say that because that was exactly the point. And I feel you when you say that you wanted to be a wrestler as a kid and you wanted to be a part of something like that. And this little movement that was created with these efeds, it makes you actually feel that way, right? It makes you feel like the inner kid inside of you again. You know what I mean? Like
it does. It really does. First time winning the match, man, I was running up and down the hallway like I was like I was 5, man. It was wonderful, man. It's a sense of relief.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm involved in this GW thing myself. So as you know that already. I'm just making it clear for the folks that are listening.
Okay.
Don't know. But that's a fact, man. It's a beautiful thing, bro. I know the feeling, and not for nothing, you're no pushover in the GW community because for what I seen, you're a 3-time tag team champion.
3-time tag team champion, 2-time, 1-time Discord champion, 1-time multimedia champion, and now Fight Club champion, GW Fight Club, King of New York.
Fight Club. I hear that. Shout out to the Fight Club.
Yep.
For real, man. That's awesome. So you ain't no pushover in the GW. Everybody knows who you are, pretty much. So
hopefully now I'm a household name. I'm not a DBD yet, but I'm hopefully to get there.
Right. Yeah. No, hey man, there's a few of us out there that we push ourselves. Like you said, we wanted to be this when we were younger, so we figured, hey, why not make it happen now, right? That's another thing too. I was gonna say because you're into like video games and stuff like that, obviously. So imagine having this thing that we have here now. Back then, when we were younger, you know what I'm saying? When we were doing that whole video game stuff and enjoying the video games the way life was back then.
To be honest, so I'm always been a hardcore gamer, and to have something like this, oh man, Mondays and Thursdays, the Monday Night Wars was a lifestyle for me. Thursday when they introduced SmackDown, Saturday Night Heat, Sunday Night Heat, and all that, man. And then to have a GEW and I can actually see my character as a child, oh man, I would never go to sleep.
Absolutely. No, you're 100% right, man, because I'm going to tell you the truth. If I would have done it myself, I would have looked like a zombie right now. All raccoon eyes out, you know what I'm saying? No school.
No school at all.
You know how that goes. 100%, man. And that's talking about that. So you put in you're actually a big time creator in the GW community as well, because I see that you have multiple attires, you have multiple characters in there that you you put
Right.
on. Shout out to the people you putting on as well. Like they don't. Unfortunately, some of them don't have the game, so they can't really work on their characters like ourselves. Like we work on our characters, but
Right.
you actually give them the opportunity to shine just like you shining in JW and other efeds as well. So you want to talk about
Right.
that?
Oh yeah, most definitely. So, um, like I say, having a game and always being a wrestling fan. What GW is, we doing something different, and I truly believe that. So when it comes to creating, man, it's so many ideas, man. Like the whole idea of Tolos. Believe it or not, when I first had that invitation, I had just got done making Tolos that night when I posted it on Facebook, and
Right.
but it's so many. Like I had a whole 30-man roster at one point. I dwindled it down, but the creativity is definitely there, man. Backstory. I say growing up a wrestling fan and always having these wrestling games. I used to have the action figures, and I would have anything from Power Rangers to doggone Thundercats in the ring with like Hulk Hogan and the Ultimate Warrior and Big Boss Man. So that creativity, it's definitely there, and to
It's
see it
always been there.
shine on GW rosters,
Yeah, man.
it's a good thing.
It's awesome
I
because it's
love it.
always been there. Yeah. I
Yeah,
feel you. I love it
yeah.
too. I love it too.
That's
To
something
be
that grew
honest.
up. That's something that
Yes.
definitely grew up with me, and I love it, man. I love sitting down. Like A Dot hit me up, man. Shout out to him.
Shout out
He,
to A. Jizzle,
yeah,
CEO.
man. The CEO, he hit me up all the time, man. Hey, man, you got time, dude? I got a guy. He needs a character. I'm on it. Yeah, I got it. Send it to me, A Dot. Give me a description. What he might like. He might tell me, hey man, just freestyle it. Go go for what you know. Okay, cool.
Right.
I got characters. I can tell me what you like. I think the biggest challenge was from the ones he did was Apocalypse. Right? He just told me, he gave me a name, and he said his name's gonna be Apocalypse, and only thing he said was the guy said he wanted green eyes. And I'm sitting there thinking, like, his name is Apocalypse. What the hell? And he want green eyes? Holy fuck. Okay. I got to definitely dig in the bag. So I'm like, Apocalypse. So I went to playing around with some stuff. I'm like, well, damn, Apocalypse could be a demon. Okay, no, let's make him a Frankenstein type monster. Huh? All right, well, shoot, no, let's make him. All right, I erased it and went back to it and Google search some stuff. I'm like, all right, man, if I think of Apocalypse, I want somebody that's going to end a career just by the look. So I think.
No, I trust me, man. I know what you're saying. It's crazy because like when you get in the zone, like you said, you get in in that moment, in that mode, man, and it's like forget about it. I'm gonna go in. Like you said, you went in the bag to make an apocalypse. Like that. Shout out to A Dot too because like. Him and other efeds, they're different. GW and other efeds are 100% different. You know what I'm saying? So they come out on some you run your storyline the way you want. Like this is your character, you give me your gimmick and we're gonna run with that gimmick. You know what I'm saying? And find you somebody inside the roster where you can beef with and create a storyline out of that. You know what I'm saying? That shout out to that because a lot of people, a lot of efeds don't do that. But of course.
So and then
so it fits into your creativity. Okay.
Yeah, and that's what I'm gonna say, man. The creativity that a lot of guys got, man. Spicy, Storm, Val, Fresh Prince, all these guys, man.
Yep. Shout out to Spicy. Shout out to Storm. Shout out to Fresh Prince, Savage.
I'm down. See, it's so many of us, man. There's so many of us. So I had the idea of a pay-per-view for FEW. I was like, can we do like a Rumble in the Jungle or some kind of jungle fever or some kind of jungle theme, wild and outside. And A Dot, yeah, man, let's do it. Hey, fuck, make sure you got some trees and some vines, make it look like the jungle. I'm like, shit, I suck at making arenas, but I'm like, all right, well, shoot, this gonna be my first. But
Hell yeah,
he
putting some
never
trees
turns
in
you
that
down.
motherfucker.
Yeah, yeah, he never turns your idea down, man. He like, hey man, hey, fuck it, let's do it. Hey, okay, give me what you got. I love that, I love
Fire.
that.
Yeah, that's dope, man. Shout out to that, man. That's dope. That's dope. So what does Tolos do outside of the ring besides creating and the GW and efeds and stuff? What does Tolos do outside the ring?
Tolos outside the ring is 100% a family man, right? I have 4 beautiful daughters. My newest addition was Serenity. She's 4 months today.
Nice. Shout out to Serenity. Every
Yep,
4 months, baby girl. Nice.
I also I take care of my nephew. Shout out
Nice.
to him. Shout out to the wife for allowing me to take time and do my creativity for GW. But besides that, being a family man, I'm full-time active Navy. I'm a culinary specialist. I'm a chef on a submarine. Took for approximately 150 to 180 people.
Wow.
I love it, man. Been doing it
That's
for
awesome,
the
man.
last 6 years now.
6 years, man. Shout out to you for that, brother. Family
Yeah.
man and a working man. That's awesome, bro.
But yeah, I got to get it.
That's awesome. You gotta get it. That's a fact, man. Yeah, man. So all right. Now that we know what's going on outside of Tolos, so what's next for Tolos in the ring? Or well, Tolos is your main character. Tolos the God, right? That's mainly you. That's who you come in with.
Tolos. So kind of like A Dot, his Sergeant General. I got Tolos. That's my main guy, but I also have the boss or the Grim Lord.
Right.
The boss actually was a guy that dates back from WWF Raw for PlayStation. He was literally one of my first guys I ever created, and I stuck with him throughout the years. And but next on the line for Tolos, right now the storyline is the boss is temporarily dead, and he's on a mission to resurrect him and steal the heart back from this fake Grim Lord. So yeah, hopefully he has a match here soon, tag team match with DBD against SG Kill and the Grim Lord. And after that, man, hopefully we can get some gold back around this waist in GEW.
Yeah, 100%, bro. That's what it's mainly about, man. We ain't trying to win no gold, man. You wasting your time, man. You know what I mean? Unless you're on some DVD shit. Because if you're on some DVD shit, you ain't worried about titles. You're worried about wrecking motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And same, I think for the most part, I know we bringing in a lot of gold. Man, that really didn't matter. Just the ideal of seeing the guy I created, compete.
Compete. No, absolutely. It's not only about competing, but if you're going for titles, that means that you're a big deal. You get what I'm saying? So like you're gonna pump. You know what I mean? Like I said earlier, you won titles. You're 3-time champ, 2-time champ. So it's like you gotta respect that, bro. I'm trying to get out there like that too. So the future of Tolos is basically trying to get some gold back around the waist of the OGs.
Right.
And how long has Tolos been in the game? Like Tolo, I could talk about Sergeant General. Like Sergeant General, you put an example earlier. He's been in the game for at least 20 plus years.
Right. See, Tolos is fresh. Like I said, he had. When I first got that invitation from you, yeah, because I posted it, and then same when I saw the invitation,
we all do a little something different. Like, see how you guys got the creative side, I got the promotional side and the recruiting. So I make sure, like, you want to have a good time, man. You want to enjoy a real good show. You got to come down to GW. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and it's real. It's real. The entire movement, real, man. I love the backstory behind it. Something that. A Dot wanting to do for his daughter, me big on what my kids and my nephew love to do. Man, I jumped on. I was like, okay, y'all can get behind this. It's a very positive attitude, man, very family environment. So
That's a
the
fact. Shout
ideal
out to
of
Miss
doing it.
Dance too for making this happen. Yeah, no,
Oh
that's
yeah.
a fact. And like you said, you take care of your nephew and stuff like this things like this, like for them to entertain themselves, it keeps them out of trouble. You know what I'm saying? Like it keeps them more home safe and like, yo, listen, instead of entertaining yourself out, I mean, let them go out and do their thing, of course. But like, when you're trying to entertain yourself on a rainy day or like a night, it's like, it's a school night. That's why GW shows on the Tuesdays, Thursdays. You know
Hmm.
what I'm saying? So like, yeah,
Yeah,
kid, enjoy this, man. This is fun, bro. You know what I'm
it
saying? Like
is.
live one of these characters.
It is.
So
It is, and it's funny because at the last pay-per-view in November to remember, uh, so I had a split household, man, because I had the wife, her crazy fox is down in FEW, and
right,
she when she has time, she's not dealing with the baby or she's trying to rest from work, man. She actually come in and she'll watch, especially if her character's on, she'll come in and watch. She don't really commentate that much in the chat, but her and the girls, man, it was
they watch it. Yeah, they
yeah, they was
watch it.
going head to
Listen,
head, man, and you ought to seen them, man. It was crazy.
that's
The
awesome.
youngest two in there going at it with mom, saying, "Oh yeah, we gonna beat you tonight. Be ready." It was. I love that environment, man. I'm very competitive. I love to compete, man. But just to see, like you said, the atmosphere, having the family and giving them something to do and something to look forward to, because like I said, Lazara and Patera, which is Olivia and Carrie, was my two youngest. But yeah, they look forward to that, man. They'll
That's awesome,
they'll get
man.
on and watch it, and they look after school program. Sometimes you'll hear them in the room. They was going back and forth because when Lazar won the Royal Rumble to pick the team, she didn't
Right,
put her sister on the
right.
team.
She
She didn't put her
forgot
sister on the
about
team.
the
And
sis,
when
huh?
her yeah, they was going at it. Oh, what you mean I'm not on the team? I'm your sister. I can beat
That's
you.
that's
And
crazy,
man,
man.
man, I love the environment that A Dot Miss Dance created, man, and gave us the opportunity, man. It already, having a family that's pretty much together, man, it gives us something throughout the week to look forward to. And man, it's a beautiful thing. I love it.
I love it too, man. I know exactly what you're saying. I know exactly what you mean. Trust me. It's awesome, man. And like you said, it's a competition. So considering that it's a competition and it's fun, competitive, you got five guys you can mention that you say they can catch these hands by Tolos or the boss, or well, the boss technically is in a storyline which he doesn't really count right now. But anybody for Tolos The God right now talking about what's up? Who want these hands?
Right. So
Got five.
so if I was to challenge five guys right now, I like I'm going straight to the top. Like
Oh, the
I
top.
would say
That's
Zay.
of course.
I would say Zay,
Shout out to Zay, the world champ.
the world champ. Savage, man, he's been on a roll. Savage has been on the roll. I would definitely give Savage a run.
Savage
Uh,
Vega. Facts. I see that.
it seems like no one sets out the challenge to Texan.
Right. Right. Oh, I
So
like
I,
that.
I think I
Sneak
would I
attack.
would definitely before I go after Z, I would definitely go after Texan first. Give him a
Yeah,
run
that
for it,
ain't
man. I
that.
think I can break that streak.
Let's
And
go. I see that.
shoot, man,
That's three. Yeah.
yeah, that's three. I'm sitting there thinking like, man, there's
Shout
so
out,
many.
shout out to Texan Tornado also, man. He's been, he's one of those guys that he's not much of a talker. He's in the locker room. He's aware of what's going on. Trust me, he's aware because we've hit
Right,
him up and he responded. But he's a person that he doesn't talk much. I guess he's really playing that mask, like that, wearing that mask and hiding under it really well because
right.
he's, what I mean. But he's really tough. He is tough, and you saying that? Fuck it, I'll go at him. But like nobody really calls people out. The people you're mentioning, a lot of people
Hmm.
don't really call these people out either. If you really notice, like nobody really calls out Zay. The only reason they're calling him out is because he's the world champ, of course. But
Right.
lately, he's been on the tear, and I don't think nobody wants to smoke. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people talk shit in there, but nobody really want it. All right,
Right.
so we got Zay, Savage, and Texan so far. All right.
Hopkins, most definitely Hopkins. Like
Shout
right
out to
now,
Caleb Hopkins.
He's
Yep.
definitely the GEW living legend. Three
That's right.
belts. He beat Dirty. Like he had Dirty number. Like Dirty couldn't do anything against him.
Yeah.
So
You're absolutely right. He smoked him. He smoked him those three
yeah,
fights.
yeah. And I'm like, man, everyone felt like Dirty was untouchable. But Hopkins,
Yeah.
man, he put the challenge out, man. He like, yeah, I can beat him. I can beat him. He went out and he executed, dominated. So yeah, most definitely. Hops and honestly, it'll probably be DVD. It'll probably be DVD.
DVD.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, because man, you got some of the best rivals, man. I think it's just the fact you like to fight. You know, that's kind of like my same attitude, man. That never back down. I'm gonna challenge you. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Like I said, man. I go out there and I try to I put on a show. I'm pretty much just I don't care if I win or lose because we know how it works. This is 2K who got the really last goal. So at the end of the day, all you can do is promote your gimmick and make your gimmick shine out there the most you can. A lot of people like it, so I figured, if people like it, then I'm going with it. I'm gonna stick with it until shit dies out. But it doesn't look like it's dying out. So like you said, this is what it's about. It's about let's go out there and let's fight. And you like to fight, so why not talk like you like to fight? You know what I mean?
Right. Bring it. And then I like the whole ideal of the Fight Club too, man, because same man, you might have. I love it because in the GEW FEW chat, man, how we go back and forth, and you got FEW stars. Oh yeah, man, if I get called up, man, I'll definitely get on DVD ass and. Hey, let's meet him in the Fight Club then.
And we go to the Fight Club, man. Make it happen. The reason the whole Fight Club thing came about, I didn't really want it to be on some commentating. I know people love that commentating shit because that energy that A-Dot brings and Savage, that shit is fire. It's pure fire.
It is.
So,
it is.
You know what I mean? So I get it, but the Fight Club idea is we're not in storyline here. This is let's go out there. We're in the pit in New York, in an underground area where it's outdoors. We got a bunch of people where there's crazy motherfuckers chanting tables and break his face. So why not have a dream fight where, for example, GW can't give you that because GW is based on storylines. You get what I'm saying? Right. So now you're talking shit to me backstage. I don't want to fight you backstage. I want to fight you in the ring. So I want to see what you got. So why not go to the Fight Club? So let's not talk. It's basically let the crowd talk for you. So that's the whole idea of the Fight Club that I had. A lot of people, they're iffy about that part, but they love it.
No, I love that, man. Hey, don't talk it. Hey, meet me in the ring. I'm not here to talk. You want to fight? Meet me in the ring. I love that.
There's nothing to commentate about. Because if I'm going to commentate, what am I talking about? We're not talking about storylines. The commentation is for the commentators. It's for storylines. It's these guys have been going back and forth in the locker room. As you can see, last week happened. Tolos got attacked by such and such, and Tolos attacked such and such in the back. You know what I'm saying? That's the GW storyline. Yeah. Over here in Fight Club, we ain't trying to do that. We're trying to fight. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Put your money where your mouth at.
That's it. Okay, you want this check? Come and get this check. You're broke. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. I love it.
Appreciate that, man. Shout out to Fight Club, man. Shout out to Zay, DVD for making that happen. You know what I'm saying?
Most definitely, man.
Also, so you got your 5 guys that you want to throw the hands with. So now you got 5 guys or 5. You can give me 5 individuals. You could be females also. I love watching these motherfuckers go in the ring. You know what I'm saying? I love seeing them. Because of the shit they do in their promos, and then they go into the ring. I'm watching this fight. I love to watch this fight. You know what I mean? You got any 5? It could be females too.
Okay, well, like I said, man, outside of Tolos and the Boss, DVD is the favorite character. He brings that Stone Cold vibe. So I always like to see the trash talking and the fight from DVD. I honestly think I honestly think, man, the favorites right now for me to watch has been PRX. I like Khan. I fucking like Savage and Storm, 787. I like seeing them get in the ring. Khan kind of been unstoppable too right now.
That's a fact, man. They've been on the road. Like you said, Savage has been on the road. Storm, we don't even have to speak about Storm. He's a Hall of Famer already.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Already.
And
then
Khan is a monster. Khan has been going out there and he's been saying he's been saying that he's gonna come out there and break you, and he's been going out there and breaking.
And been doing it. And that's he's on the roll. Women wise, I know the girls like Miss Dance and Autumn. Miss Dance is definitely good. I like to see Casey fight. I like to see Casey fight. Casey,
of course. Shout out to Casey Tyler.
Yeah. Well, some FEW stars. Oh yeah, no. So Black Priest. So when I saw him in FEW, I was like, oh yeah, man, I love the design, man. That's a great idea. Black Priest. All right. And then his new look. Oh man, I love the new look and the new moveset, man. And I think that's the reason why he moved up, because the new moveset put him over the top.
Yeah,
the new moveset put him over the top.
They put him over. There's a lot of GW. There's a lot of FEW stars that are they're not really getting the shine they deserve, like by us, like they're not appreciating them. But like in reality, this tough motherfuckers over there.
It is, man. I was working with Slade and his guy, because he was kind of down at first about his guy not really winning matches and all that. Hey man, I went on an eight match losing streak.
Yeah.
So hey, your time will come. Which I think that's another thing. You know, they don't understand the whole momentum, and coming in as a fresh new guy, you're not gonna always win.
That's a fact. But that's what happened in the pay-per-view, because Slade actually put hands on DVD in the pay-per-view.
Yeah. But see, he had that FEW momentum.
That's right. That's right. A lot of people don't realize that, but that's fine. Like, but you gotta accept it. They won. You know what I'm saying? You gotta look at it like, hey, it's about how your momentum works with your moveset, your creation. You know what I'm saying? If you created something proper, then it's gonna show, regardless what university. You know?
You can't throw just a random move on it. I learned that the hard way, but
that's 100% accurate. Brother.
You got to go with it.
You got to go with it. You got to go 100%. You got to go hard or go home.
Oh yeah.
You lose the streaks. That's just terrible. But yeah, go ahead.
So yeah, Slade, FEW, and I'm real excited about the new loco and the new Carnival. Like, I was kind of digging the whole clowns.
Yeah, they took over the clown movement. It looks proper. It looks official. It's not like the Asylum either. It's more real clown stuff. Like a circus,
right.
You know. So
yeah,
the Asylum was more like there's the Asylum. Shout out to the Asylum too, man. You know, shout out to Robert J and them. Fortunately, they're not here anymore, but you know, they had the whole slasher clown image, like It the Clown Factor, Joker from like Batman type.
Right.
These clowns that you see now, the new loco and like the ring master and all that, it's all different now.
Right. Because actually, I'm a big family guy, and my girls, because I love scary movies, they watch scary movies. And I usually start them off with The Killer Clowns Are Out of Space, right? So that's for Tara Carey. That's her favorite little scary movie. She'll watch that 3-4 times a week if she could. So when I saw him, I was like, "Oh man, I got to show this to Carrie." So she looked at him. She like, "Oh yeah, Dad, you got to make a clown." Like, nah, baby, Dad don't want to make no clown. But I like to see Carnival.
Yeah, no, that's dope, man. Like, you know, it's like, tell you the truth, this whole movement thing is for the kids too, bro. Because if you look at it, in the live chats, there's a lot of kids in there. You know what I mean? And they cheering for our guys, man. Like, you know, they got their guys in there too, you know, but like they're really more interested in our guys. So anybody who joins FEW, GW and FEW the same thing, by the way. But you know, like when they join, they looking, they want to be a part of that big impact that A Dot has been doing. You know what I mean? Like,
Mm-hmm. Right.
so that's 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 why all the kids love it, because And then at the end of the day, too, man. Shout out to A Dot. A lot of people don't like, they don't mention this a lot, but he be giving out raffles, man, and these raffles be like gifts. And shout out to the kids who've been winning these little raffles. I think Zay got one time too as an adult, so the
Yeah.
spicy whatever. But like winning these little prizes, man, like this goes a long way. It goes to show that the kids deserve it, man. Shout out to that, and shout out to hooking 787 up within all of us. You know how we all did, and
Oh yeah. You got the
you know what I
switch.
mean, like. Yeah, the switch and some clothes and stuff. So, like, the money was for good use. It's not like we're over here bullshitting. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
we're making this shit real. Like, it's like a real wrestling company, but in virtual reality, right?
Right.
That's
See,
basically what we're doing it.
but see, honestly, this what A Dot is doing, man. This whole GW movement, it can go above and beyond. It's just the right people. Because same, man, being a big wrestling fan, I'm a big basketball fan, and who would ever thought in 2022 that they would have a 2K NBA league where you create your guy, and get in there and play with your guy? Who's to say they won't do this with WWE 2K? You get in, maybe it won't be AI versus AI, but still the fact you can open up and have a chance to say, okay, hey, you're part of the main roster of the 2K league. This could lead to GEW going. I mean, we already in like Scotland and London and all these different places worldwide.
That is correct. Australia, all that. Yeah, we're everywhere,
So
man.
I think if we hit the right people, I think we can go start something very, very good.
Yeah,
very
I
good.
believe that. I believe that, man. That's why I always thank people for giving you the opportunity to do things that you express. Because you see, if we wouldn't have met you and your creative mind and the way you think of things and the way you view things, you know what I'm saying? Like, we wouldn't be able to push it to the next level. You know what I'm saying? So, like, if we keep it within, this is like something like I put it like a high school. You're in high school, your first day of school, in high school, you're freshman, and you walk into school, into the lunchroom, and you see a bunch of all these different type of motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? From different places in the world, and they speak different, they talk different, they act different. So you yourself are in a room full of strangers, and you're making friends out of these strangers. You know what I'm saying? So like. I don't know you from outside of GW, but I met you within GW, and now I look at you, man. You know what I'm saying? Now I can really call you my friend in real life.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
So that's important too. That's why this thing is important. Like, it keeps us out of trouble. Because to tell you the truth, like, sometimes a lot of us, we deal with like mental issues, a lot of mental health problems, and a lot of like depressions and certain things. Whatever it is. Sometimes we be diagnosed with diseases that and this is like an escape route. You know what I'm saying? And you doing this for fun, or giving people like that are experiencing something like personal and strong in their life, which they probably wouldn't be able to handle without like an escape zone. They come to this and they watch it as fans, and they feel like they're really watching like a real WWE type of show. You know what I'm saying? So this can actually go, like you said, like this can go somewhere where maybe one day, you never know how you meet the right people. We can get it like hey, we got your own game. You know what I'm saying? You do what you're doing now with this, but instead of it being called WWE, it'll be called whatever your name is. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's awesome.
Right.
That's awesome, man. Think about it like that. That makes a big impact in life too, man. Because it's always good to share. It's always good to share like what you're going through sometimes, because sometimes you don't have people to speak to and talk to and express yourself and vent. And here you meet certain people, man. That these people, like they could be out of character. The best person you ever met in the world. You know what I mean? So
yeah, that's facts. Just like here, A Dot is literally 45 minutes or an hour away from me. I'm in Groton, Connecticut, and he's right there in Hartford. So Whoever
See that?
thought?
Yeah, and that's crazy because I grew up way down in Brooklyn, New York. You know what I'm saying? I know the man for like 20 something plus 20 plus years already. You know, so
Hmm.
I know his family as well. I know his mom's, his may him rest in peace, his sister. You know, and everybody, man. It's like we grew up together. Zay too. Shout out to Zay, man. You know, and
Yeah,
everybody, brother. Like you know,
and that's why I say, man, this is really a relief from the real life, man. It's been so many times on a Tuesday or a Thursday, sometime Wednesday night, just to have a GW show, even if I'm not even on the card, man, it doesn't even matter. But just I can come in and say, okay, yeah, I'm gonna play the game, or I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna hang with the kids, but
you
to
always
have
gotta
a
tune in.
GW show, man, and
Yeah.
like I said, the kids, they're, oh, Dad, it's a surprise show tonight. Yeah, it is. I just got notification. Yeah, me too. Let's go. Let's
Yeah.
watch it.
You see that? You see that? That's awesome, man. Like that's what we do it for, brother. That's what we do it for.
Yeah.
I don't. I mean, if I would have had the time, I would have loved to do something like what A Dot does with the whole throwing shows weekly like that and giving that a blast. You know what I'm saying? But unfortunately, he's blessed, and we're not with the talent to do stuff like that and the time. You know, shout out to that too, man, because we all got lives at the end of the day. So it's not like we're just sitting around doing nothing and shit. But
Yeah, man. And the bad thing is, man, well, it's not a bad thing, but I honestly, I'll sit there like if A Dot send me a guy here, oh yeah, can you work on this guy? Or like I think it was Shake P guys, it's for the kids.
the kids, yeah, it's kids.
Shout out,
to
yeah,
the
shout out.
kids.
He
Yeah.
I was like running behind on him. Like I had got so busy right after the baby, and me and the wife were trying to, organize our schedule so we'd know what we're doing, who's gonna pick up what kid and when. And still trying to deal with work. I'm like, oh man, I fell behind. So hey man, I'm sorry, A Dot man, I'm working on it. I still have something at the end of the week. Like, oh man, no man, it's your time, man. Family first,
Yeah,
All right.
family first, man. Real
Yeah,
life
family
struggle.
first.
That's what happened.
But yeah, man, but see, that's that dedication, that love that I have for what GW is doing, and I literally make time for it. Like I come in from work, and man, like the wife got mad at me one time. I just come right into work and go to work. Oh yeah, hey, I'm going to work on this guy. Yeah, man, gotta have him for the end of the week, man. Well, hopefully he'll get the debut. If I get done with him by Thursday or Friday, I can see him on the Saturday show at FEW. And I'm doing it not just to see like one of my creations, but I actually want to see this guy and how he talk trash and promo and see what he does for his character. And a lot of times, I'm just as excited as them to see them in the ring.
Yeah, no, absolutely. It's like it's like, you know what? I'm doing this because it's for the love, man. You know what I mean? Talking about that. So it says you got this creation thing. Do you only do creations for GW? You do GW, FEW, any other efeds, or just strictly GW is your home?
No. Strictly for the GW, FEW family.
That's it.
Like I never thought I'd even be a part of something like this. So when as I joined GEW, I had guys that hit me up like that. It was some guy that was the same guy that was stealing our stuff. I forget what it was, but he hit me up trying to, yeah, man, hey, man, I seen your guy Tolos, man. Can I get the crawl for him and you join me? I'm like, nah, man, it's strictly GEW, brother. Like, nah, man, copyrighted GEW.
You're right, man. You're right. I've been hit up with from a couple other places too, other efeds and stuff, because they like, it's like, you know what it is? GW is so popular that everybody sees it from other efeds and all that, and they either try to join ours to steal some guys and steal like the concept of the show, or they trying to, you know what I'm saying? They're trying to either, pay attention to see, like, yo, you know what? I like this guy. Let me ask him on the low, and you know what I'm saying. And even though you could, like, you're free to do whatever you want. It's your creation. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta understand that it's fine. The thing is, don't come over here promoting your shit, and don't come over here stealing our shit. You know what I'm saying? Right. We work hard, man. You, like you said, man. You come home from work, and you know what I'm saying. Instead of spending time with your family, like regular husband would do, you know what I'm saying? You go out and and be like, yo, I gotta do this real quick. Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Then you go and do your family thing. You know what I'm saying? Like that's big, man. You know what I'm saying? Like
It is.
a lot of people don't do that. A lot of people don't do
Right.
that. They come home from work, they're like, yo, fuck this, man. I'm just gonna sleep or I'm gonna do this and watch the
Yeah,
TV or
man.
something. You know?
But
But yeah,
that's my relief. That's my relief. Like I said, I let's say shout out to the wife, man, because
shout out
like
to the
during her
wife.
pregnancy, man, I would have the baby, and she'd be in the room resting. Like, no, I got it. I take care of it. I got the baby. Just go rest. But while she's in there resting, like I'll put the baby to sleep, man. I'm in there. I'm in the lab. I'm creating. I'm thinking of new ideas. Yeah, yeah, that's what I call it. So yeah, my game room is like that's my laboratory. When I'm in there creating, yeah, I'm in the lab. I got a new idea. Like I got stuff in the woodworks right now. Like I got probably like 3 characters I'm trying to design
That's fine,
at the
man.
moment,
That's
and
fine,
an
man.
arena for FEW. But
Right, the whole jungle concept you talking about, right?
yeah, the whole joint concept. It's a different element for me because I usually don't work on the arenas or for that matter the titles. But
Titles. That's important too. The titles. I like to tell you the truth. I like the whole you can make your own titles in GW when you women. You know what I'm saying? Like
yeah,
if like sometimes it's like not even worth making it. Because sometimes we think that we're gonna be that champ for that division and for that title, and we end up getting our asses spanked and shit. And like, you know what? I wasted my time making this custom ass belt. I didn't even get to say hold the belt for like a week. So, but yeah,
yeah.
no,
But man,
that's
that's what it's
dope,
about.
man. It's about that, man. Like it's always like that, man. That's why it's important, like to show love. If you're from another efed, like I keep telling these people, like don't come out here stealing. If you gonna
Right,
ask somebody straight up and be like, yo, listen, can I use your guy for this and that? And if you break it down to us how your company works, I will agree and I will disagree if you can take my guy. You get what I'm saying? Because if you don't run it, I love GW not only because I know A Dot for 20 plus years. I love GW because of the freedom that I got to do with my character. You get what I'm saying? Like this whole gimmick that I got, it's based on my gimmick. I created this gimmick and I'm running with it. You know what I'm saying? Like I got this whole I'm a fucking grave digger concept, the Grim Reaper kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody has a alter ego. So my alter ego will be like a Grim Reaper kind of like if you want to base it on a Marvel character, it'll be like a Venom kind of thing. You get what I'm saying? Like that's the whole
right,
mentality that I got from my guy. Which everybody has different ones. Which that's the best part about it. Like nobody's copying nobody's gimmick. Everybody's
right.
if you're a
Because I
demon,
mean,
you're
even
your own type of demon.
right. Because even with us having like, the GW has a lot of dark characters. You have like Khan, he steals souls. You have Black Priest. You have the Grave Diggers, the Grim Lord. Even
Sure.
Tolos. Technically Tolos, yeah, he's an Egyptian god, but he's based off the Egyptian god of death. So I mean, but
Right.
each one
Right.
is a different concept. Yeah, you can be dark, but man, the stories that's behind most characters, man, it's all different. They all have their unique abilities and what they do and what they bring to the table for GW.
That's lovely, bro. Right? That's an amazing feeling.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
is.
man. Yeah, like so just ask us nicely, like you said, right? Just come correct, and if I like it, maybe. But
Right.
you know, strictly GW. I joined the I made a deal with some of the new female scouts that we scouted and
Mm-hmm.
I was out there searching and I was like, yo, we need some women talent. So we need these girls to compete with these, with the young girls like your daughters, the dances and the bakers and so I was like, we're running low on women talent. We got the shit on fire with the men talent. Now let's do some women in here. Let's have some women talk trash to each other, talking about let's do this and that. You know what I mean? So,
Right.
and if you really look at it, GW bring us. If you want to talk masterpiece matches, the masterpiece matches were mainly women matches. You can name
That's
like
facts.
if
Let me
you
go
name
out there and
five
grind.
if you name five big matches that you've seen in GW, like three of them are women's matches. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you're like, why not get more women talent to talk their shit in here? You know what I mean? And do what they do. Just do it all respectfully. There's more family oriented companies. So,
Right.
but
Right.
that's how it is, man. And
Yeah,
it's like you said, man. It's something that when you stressed out, when you know what I'm saying, when you need something to do instead of like going out there doing something stupid, just tune into YouTube, bro. Go watch a GW show. I guarantee you won't be disappointed. You know what I mean?
that's facts. That's facts. There's a guy at work. The guy at work, and I was in there talking about it to
Absolutely.
one of the guys because he was saying he was a big wrestling fan. Like, oh, hey, yeah, man. Like, what's some of your favorite wrestlers? Oh, yeah, man, I really like the Ultimate Warrior from back in the day. I'm like, oh, man. All right, now in my head, I'm creating. I'm like, the creative flow is going like, oh, shit, if I can get him on. Yeah, man, you got the game? Oh, no, man, I don't really got the game, but always been a fan. Like, hey, man, we got a show tonight. What you mean I got a show tonight? So I tell him about GW, let him see it, send him a couple of the old pay-per-views and the old shows. And he was like, oh, man, I like it, man, but I don't have the game, man. Brother, you don't need the game. All you need to do is say, you think you wanna watch it and go for it. Maybe throw a little commentating here, throw a little something in the chat, and I got you. He said, for real? I said, yeah, man, just check it out. If you got time, you don't have time, I understand, But because his schedule is he's a little bit more busy than I am. He's like, yeah, man, I didn't have a chance to even go home tonight. So I'm like, oh man, that's crazy. But I understand. But I told him about it. So I got a couple of guys that's considering it. It's just like I said, their schedule. But I think that's what I want to see new too. I want to see more women come out and say, okay, yeah, we GEW. At least try to come out and even if it is from another company. I think what her name is Princess Alicia.
Right.
Yeah,
that's the league that I joined. I joined because she has a real true story based on her character too, man. It's like she loves this shit just as much as you do, and like I love it, and everybody else who's a part of this loves it. Like she's like a real unique character. So what I did was, I supported her movement. She supports ours. You get what I'm saying? So I figured I was like, yeah, you could use DVD over there, and if you need anything like storyline wise from me, I got you. So shout out to Princess Alicia also, man, for
shout out
being a warrior. You know what I mean? And so we got a couple now. Now we got like at least good 5. I say we got a good 5 to 6 females added to the roster, which is big because these females, they can talk their shit, and FEW, you see what they've done. You know what I mean? Shout out to Alicia also for being promoted up. She's in the GW roster officially. Can't wait to see the rest of the girls come up there. So
Facts. Well, and then I think the next step is trying to recruit more kids and actually see them actually be able to talk in the chat.
Stuff too. Yeah. I agree with that. I mean, 77 is a kid technically, and he's doing a great job out there. You know what I mean? As you can see, we like the whole community corrupted him. He's talking like a big man now.
Yeah, he talk mad cash, and sometimes he had a little run there for a little while. His character's in there.
Right, you're absolutely right. It's that what it is that he likes the movement so much too. He's as a kid that. He feels what we wanted to. He got lucky to have that at the age that he's in right now, and we didn't have it at that age. You get what I'm saying? Like we wished we had it like that at that time. You get what I'm saying? But he got it now, and now he's living it. So he's talking the trash that we would have been talking back then, the way we do it now. You know what I'm saying? The only thing, the trash talking that we do. It's just a story that we're trying to like portray in the game. You know what I'm saying? He's looking at it more like, well, I'm in this, so who wants to fight? And like, shout out to that, man, because if you're not a kid and want to be, with the big guys, you know what I'm saying? Then you got to do it the way he's doing it. So I agree with that. I say we should start looking for more kids out there to join the movement and let them,
Even if it's like the little kids from the schools or the class, because I found out that that's something I meant to put in the chat too, because let's say Carrie and Olivia, they really enjoy watching the GEW. Carrie was in the room telling her best friend from down the street about her character, and they wanted to come in and watch what she called a girl match, with basically the girls in the match. And she was so hyped because this past weekend was her birthday weekend, so she had her best friends over for a sleepover, and they did. They came in and they wanted to watch matches, and because I have a couple of GEW arenas, of course I put on the GEW arenas, and I told her, say, okay, well, this is the event for the night, And she had all her friends in there watching wrestling. A lot of them didn't even know what wrestling was, but they went back home talking about GEW, and they think they want a character and all this stuff.
They didn't even know what it was, but they enjoyed the shit out of it. You see that, man?
They did.
That's what this is about, man. Like you said, that's what this is about. And if we, like I said earlier, if we had this shit when we were younger, at their age, we would have lost sleep. We would have lost respect for, go to sleep. But we didn't have iPhones and all these Android phones and tablets back then either, so we wouldn't be able to watch and sneak out anyway. But we would be turning on that system. You get what I'm saying? We would be turning it on when everybody's asleep, when we think that we're sleeping, we're not. You know what I'm saying? But
that's a fact, because as a child, man, I would have my system on. My system would never go to sleep. I would when I remember when PlayStation first introduced that whole sleep mode, and oh man, I would put mine on, but man, my system would stay on all night long. Thinking I'm gonna get an update. When I did turn it off, it was when I had to go to school. And that's it. And then even then, I probably had, because you know how hard it was to save a game back then, and trying to find a memory card. You didn't have a memory card, man, you was screwed.
Yeah, forget about it. It was crazy, man. That was the PlayStation era. Shout out to PlayStation, because if it wasn't for them introducing that shit would have been a fucking disaster. Because everything was all consoles. Like when the consoles were more like a cartridge, so like it wasn't no discs and shit. When the disc came out, they took over. Then that's when it was like, oh fuck, you guys are doing this to us now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Go ask moms and pops for some fucking money to get you a new game or a CD, and make sure I don't scratch this motherfucker, because I'm gonna fuck it up. Yeah.
Right, but, man. I was so careful with my games. The same thing, the memory cards too. But with that, it's man, it was, I couldn't imagine it. But I like it though, man. I like it because with the creation community, man. Just upload them, and now my GEW brothers can go in there and just have fun, get what they want.
That's right.
And I remember having to take my memory card out and say, okay, yeah, man, I'm going to my best friend's house, and I used to have to take my memory card for us to play with my guy. So it's come a long way.
It came a long way, man, and that's awesome, brother. Like you're a person that you like to share your creativity, your creations. Your creativity is like it's where it's at, but you want to show everybody like, yo, man, enjoy what I created. You know what I mean? Like, yo, have fun with it. I don't care how you have fun with it, just have fun with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And to put out a show, and you've been putting out some shows out there too, man. I see you. Like, your matches be tough. You know what I'm saying? Like, based on what, like you said, you started off with a 7 losing streak, 7 losses in a row.
Yeah, 7. 7 straight losses, and then technically 8 with a tag team, but still, it was a long road, but it finally happened. Finally got tag team goals, and finally got singles goal. So yeah,
it feels great, doesn't it? Yes, sir. So talking about that, where would you like to see your character, your creation go now? Where would you like to see Tolos The God go now? Like
well, kind of like I said earlier, in my top 5, I wanna see him get back in a singles competition, or try to get him some gold. Not really sure where I'm gonna take the boss set after this storyline, or the Grim Lord after this storyline. But I definitely want to see Tolos try to grab some more gold. Maybe it might be time for the boss to grab some singles gold.
Right, and because the boss is actually the OG out of this shit. Because Tolos is
Yes,
basically he's new to the game, but the OG's been around since the '64 era, right? The No
yep,
Mercy and shit
yeah,
like
that
that,
No
right?
Mercy. There was No Mercy, that
Right,
Warzone era. Yeah,
that's right.
yeah. So I mean, I'm in the works of trying to come up with a new design for him too. Uh, but I think for Tolos, yeah, I would definitely want to see him with some more gold, or at least in a storyline against one of the champions. Even if he don't win the gold, it's just the fact that he's out there competing. That's what I
That's a
like.
fact.
And then, like I said, if
That's
I had to pick one, it would definitely right now be Texas Tornado. I wanna, because it just seems like no one challenges him. They forget about this man, and he's been champion for a long time. So I think it's
that's
about
right.
time for Tolos the God to dethrone him.
That's right. Shout out to Tolos the God and shout out to Texas Tornado. Can we see that happen? Ah,
Right.
folks, we would love to see that. We would love to see that, man. Yeah, man. But you're like, yo, Tolos, man. Like I said, man, you're a great person, bro. Like inside and outside the ring, like you know what I'm saying. Talking to you as the man behind Tolos the God, man. You fire, bro. Like you know what I'm saying. You're a good
Appreciate it,
dude.
brother.
You know what I'm saying? And I like that your head is on your shoulders, right? You know what I'm saying? You're a professional. Like you handle yourself like a real man. You know what I'm saying? You take care of your family, your wife, your kids. You know what I'm saying? You go to work and you have to spare time to help a movement that's gonna inspire people. Like as you see, my last guest that I had was Alicia. Man,
Mm-hmm.
this you know what I'm saying? Her and her mother were, you know, facing some diagnosis and like real personal shit, and they look at this that we've created, like that we're part of creating, because there's millions and thousands of people doing this shit. You know what I'm saying? But
Right.
ours is actually successful enough to catch like people like that's eyes. You know what I'm saying? And I like to say thank you to you because you're a big part of this. You get what I'm saying? Like your creations and the character you bring into the game, man. It's like you want to see him. You get what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
he's there, and that's big, man.
Yeah,
Love
man. I
that.
appreciate it, man. I mean, but at the same time, man, shout out to you, man, because like I said, man, you being the guy you are, man, promoting it and doing what you do too, man, behind the scenes, man. I wouldn't be in GW if it wasn't for you. So
That's a
shout out to
fact,
you,
man.
man. I
I
appreciate it,
appreciate
man.
that. I appreciate you for saying that, man. That's big, man. Thank you. You know, like it's like I said, man. It's just part of the game, and I just want to play along too. You get what I'm saying? But behind the whole DBD character, I'm a real humble person. You know what I'm saying? Like uh,
Oh yeah.
you know what I'm saying? I'm a family man too. You know how I do. I do my thing. I need to smoke my weed though, because that's what I do. You know, but
Brother,
besides,
if I could, I promise I would.
yeah,
Oh
man.
man.
Like, you need to sometimes. You need to like, and like I look at this as I'm one of those people that is a fan, not only of my character in it, but I'm a fan too. I'm a fan first, then I'm a character in it.
Right.
So, and like I look at it from my free zone too, like my escape zone, and that's it. I'm part of this shit, and I love it. I love seeing you guys, and I love the support, man. I like to hear like behind this, like behind the character. You know what I'm saying? That's the whole point of the show. Is we're talking
Right.
about this and that. You know what I mean? So
Right. And that's big too, man, because like you said, Alicia, they got a lot of real world stuff that's going on behind the scenes, and they came from everyone has that backstory.
right,
Everyone has a
100%.
backstory. And but it's to be a relief for them. That's a beautiful thing. It's definitely one for me in my family a lot of times. That is a fact. But
That's very appreciated, man. Like that's why it's big, man. Like that's why we love this shit, bro. Because people like you. That's what I'm mainly saying. You know what I mean? And you can
yeah,
see it. Like I'm right now. I'm right here on my computer looking at all these. I'm on YouTube right now, and all I see in my page, the front page and the home page, is all flooded with efeds and the WWE 2K gaming universes, and GW is the top floor. I can't
same.
show everybody, but it's crazy. And then you got others. I'm not gonna shout them out because this is Global Studios production. We talk global extreme wrestling. And we'll give you a shout out if you have your other efeds. That's cool. If you're a part of this one, it's the only way. But
Right.
yeah, Tolos, man. Like I said, brother. I appreciate you for coming to the show, bro, and showing me love and talking the way you talk and speaking well about the characters that you see in GW. You ain't really got no hatred towards anybody because you're part of it and you play like the game, man. I appreciate you for coming and telling your story about that.
Yeah, brother. I would love to come again. Just let me know, man. I think the next thing I
Absolutely,
want to
man.
see for GEW and the GEW family is I know we did A-Dot's belt for his wedding day. I think the next thing is start seeing some GEW action figures.
I agree with that. I like that idea. That just sounds fire, man. I
It
like
would.
that.
I know we had I think with SGK put a guy in the chat for it, but I think that's the next thing, man. I would love to see if I could get an action figure of Tolos, have him sitting on the desk at work.
That's fact, man. That should be fire, man. You know,
That
we can
would.
do that. We can do the action figures, or we can do bobbleheads. We can do anything, man. Because whatever it is, as long as
That
it's
would be fire.
as long as it's creative and like our minds, like you said earlier, our minds is just nonstop. Sky's the limit with this shit. So keep on creating your shit, and maybe we'll have some Tolos action figures out there alongside with some DBD action figures and A-Dot jizzles, some
You know what I
Zany
think?
assassins.
I think that'll be a good idea. I think we should suggest that. So you know how we got the tournament for the champion of the year?
That's
I
correct.
think that should be a little stipulation for the champion of the year. We whoever wins it, we try to see what we can do to get them an action figure made.
I love that. I love that idea, man. We're gonna bring that up as soon as we get off there. We're bringing that to the boss's office directly.
Oh yeah.
I love that idea, man. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
So any you got anything you want to ask me before we get off the air? Because it's been exciting, man. I don't want to get off. It's just time.
Okay, yeah.
You got a
I
question?
still
Anything
got-
you want to ask the DVD? You can ask DVD. You can ask Mr. 357. However you want, brother. It's on you.
All right, well, DVD being a household name, what would you see GEW like in the next year or two?
All right. Fair enough. The next year or two, I see GW going. I'm gonna hit the 5,000. I'm not gonna go crazy, but I'm gonna say 5,000 views a show type shit. You know what I'm saying? Maybe, or maybe a little less, but anything more than 1,500 right now that we're getting is better than whatever. And maybe an household name. I'm gonna keep doing this shit as long as I can, man. Like as long as I can have a game console and a game, I'm doing this shit. You know what I'm saying? So,
Okay.
and I appreciate that whole household name thing. The reason I'm a household name is because a lot of people don't really know. But when it comes to when we're on camera, when we're on live stream, that's when I say when we're on camera. That's when DBD, the character, like he's showing you what he's trash talking to y'all about in the locker room and in the promo section. But the kids see the promos. You get what I'm saying? That's why I do the promos like that. And I do the promos like that, and I do the trash talking in the live chat, and the kids love it. I'm a big hit with the kids, so that's why I'm a household name. You get what I'm saying? Like Miss Dance loves me. The shout out to the Young Guns, Spicy and Feisty's kids. You know what I'm saying? They love me. You know what I mean? Like you got Bubba Watson, that's like my nephew, because Zay the Assassin, that's his son, and that's like my brother. So, the kids, they love me. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how your daughters feel about DVD's character himself, but I'm pretty sure I'm there. You know what I'm saying? They like it. So therefore, I do it for the kids. That's the reason I'm a household name like that. So I don't, as you can see, I try to go for the world title. That's what I'm really focused on. But if I can't get it, I'm gonna die trying to get it because, as you can see, I keep doing my shit. I keep talking my shit, and I ain't stopping. I'm calling you out regardless. You're a champion or not. If I want to fight you, you fight it. You know what I'm saying? That's how big of a name I am. So I figured if I'm a household name, A-Dot sees it. So if A-Dot sees me talking shit about somebody calling me out, talking about you won't catch these hands, then he's next. A-Dot book it. You know what I'm saying? That's how I feel about it. So I say maybe let's for the next year coming in, because I hope that we make a little big success with the whole next pay per views, because the next one's gonna be like a end of the new year type shit. So I say maybe 2,500 views be a little
Well, that's doable.
reasonable goal, right?
That's definitely doable. I think we can get that by the end of the year. Like I said, I've been promoting that work, and a lot of these guys, man, they love wrestling. They grew up with wrestling. They so into their work. And like I really promote the fact that GW is it takes you away from that real world experience and the life, and say, oh yeah, man, that stress of being at work all day or being at work, you come home, even if you just sit back and watch it on your phone, man, it's a stress reliever. So
yeah, man. Yeah. That's why I be getting an 8.2 with that. I be like, damn, man, stop making these shows earlier before I clock out of work, bro. Because I clock out of work at 8.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So after 8, I'm free. I can drive home and listen. I don't have to like officially watch because I'm hearing it. But
yeah,
it's like that, man. So it's I love where it's going. I like the way it's where we started from where we started to where it is now. It's a big hit, man. Like I love it. And I love the fact that you're a part of it too. You know what I'm saying? So
appreciate it, bro. Appreciate it. What about the format? Do you want to see a format change? Do you like the fact that we changed it where we had certain rosters as far as the Tuesday show and the Thursday show?
Well, I believe that was fair. That was fair enough because the roster was too packed. So, and then we had a lot of actives, like a lot of active players. So we figured, we suggested it to A-Dot, and he was like, yo, that's perfect, So we was like, Tuesday will be like Monday Night Raw type shit, and so Thursdays would be like a SmackDown type shit, but it's the same rosters. You know what I'm saying? So I liked that format. I think it worked awesome. I think we have to bring it back, considering that we got new up and comers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because we getting bigger. We definitely getting bigger.
Yeah, so that's big. I see that.
I think I would like to see that again.
I'd like to see that again too. I would like to see like a 3-show a week type shit. Maybe like a little something on the Wednesday, right in between. You know what I mean? Where we can mix it up.
That would be good.
And have, you know what I mean? Like you have everybody from both sides, and bang it out. Where like make it like a week where there's multiple men matches or like tag teams and shit. You know what I mean? Like make one day like that, and then Tuesdays and Thursdays would be for the singles action that they storyline play out the way it plays out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I like that. I know Savage don't really have the time because of his work schedule, but I would definitely like to see another FEW show.
I agree with that too. But he was like, the whole NXT thing is only one time a week anyway, so we figured let's keep it like that. Which I respect. It makes sense also. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's true. Y'all know, like my what his name? My boy Jay Files. I made his guy, and I know he actually quit the chat. He quit the chat, and I was like, man, why he quit the chat? So I jumped in his inbox. Hey, man, what's going on? Are you okay? Never met him. Just made his character. And
right.
he was like, oh yeah, man, I had to focus on work. Didn't have the time, so I didn't want to, be in the chat and waste anybody's time and trying to do this and that. Like, no, man, it's not like that, man. You more than working, man. Take the time, do what you need to do for your work, family and everything, man.
Work, life first, man. Real life first, then you come play. You know what I'm saying? I respect that.
Yeah, he came back. He was like, yeah, man, because I don't want to leave, man. I really like what we're doing. I said, hey, then don't leave. Come on, yeah, man. Get back in the group chat, man. Just handle your business.
Get back in there and start talking your shit, boy.
Yeah.
I hear that.
Yeah, but I mean, it's. Like I said, I love it. I love it. I wouldn't take nothing. I would.
I say keep it the way it is, but bring back that format. I agree with that.
Yeah, and then like I say, it gives more people opportunity to see their guys. And I think we actually do, because I know we went through that little phase where we didn't have as many as being active, but now we look at us now. We got more people in the group chat, and more people on Discord. I got on Discord the other day because I had same thing. I've been trying to get caught up with work and got in the group the group chat and Discord, man, it's just flooded with new messages. Like, God, man,
Yeah,
they really
it's
getting in
flooded.
on.
It's more active. It's more active.
Yeah.
That makes sense too because So also, real quick,
Mhm.
who's next for Tolos in the Fight Club? Who you want? Who you gonna defend that belt against right now? If you gotta choose somebody, just name one random person that you had. It could be
Uh,
anybody, even if he's one of the OGs too. Fuck that.
well, I've been messing with 787 about Fight Club. I've been calling him out because he always same thing, man. He always say he want a challenge, open challenge, open challenge. So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna get him. I'm gonna go get him. I'm gonna get him. So
Team New York
I
title. There
would
you go.
I'll defend it 787.
77. There you go. Say no more. It's done. Awesome, brother.
He's because I mean, when I tell you, kid got heart. He got a lot of heart, man.
Yeah,
he got a lot of.
He talking. He talk about it too. He be talking and he talk reckless. Sometimes you gotta he's like, yo, you want to be famous, kid? I got you, man. I can make you famous. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
but
he's in the chat tonight.
Push it. Yeah, don't push it. But I got you. I see you out here. I see you.
Yeah, brother.
Dope, man. I love the fact that we're making an impact like that for the kids, and that the kids can enjoy it and live the storyline. Like they live our storyline, like they will be watching like a WWE show. You get what I'm saying? Like that's what makes me happy about this shit. So
right.
Yeah, man.
I think the next, I don't know if this will be the last question, but the next question is definitely, when will we see women in the Fight Club? The wife might want to see Crazy Fox or Patera, Lazara.
Okay. I mean,
women in the Fight Club.
Yeah, I mean, the reason that there wasn't really no women yet is because everybody that's been talking shit and challenging people has only been like men. So, but yeah, we could do the women thing. I mean, everything in Fight Club is bloody. Remember, there ain't no pinfalls in the Fight Club. Either you tapping or you getting out of there broken. Like you getting KO'd.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, we could bring in the females like that. I mean, we got a couple of them that they signed up, so they like, yeah, I'm ready. And we got Crazy Fox out here. We got Lazaro out here too. We got a couple, so we can make it happen.
Yeah, I think she'll like that. And then, like she came in and rambled every day.
Now that you mentioned that, I'm thinking of just making a women's Queen of New York championship. That's it. And let all these females bang it out for it. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be the same title, but it's gonna be a different version of it. It's gonna be looking like a female version. So
okay,
I'll hook it up.
I like that. Also, I like the tournament. I know we don't really use that tournament
more like that. Yeah, the tournament thing was random. Like they were random picks because I have a lot of you guys, man. I have everybody from FEW, GW, and I even got people from WSW that probably hadn't even made their debut yet in GW, FEW. But
WSW, that's the other one you're a part of.
Yeah, that's the other thing I'm a part of. But that's really Alicia's and Jody. Shout out to Jody Kid. Jody and them, like they have their own league, and I made a deal with them where they come to GW, start off in FEW, and be a part of GW also. They have a show, but they don't stream it. You get what I'm saying? They don't have the
equipment.
I guess they don't have the equipment that we got to make the show happen. So that's why they dig our shit and they want to be a part of it. So they basically. It's like ECW coming to WWE, talking about you know what I'm saying? We need a little bit of promotion. We're gonna come fight in your shit, but we're gonna have WSW gear. So I like that. So I was like, fuck it, yeah.
I like that.
Hey, that was cool.
So do they need some more characters or anything like that? People created.
I think they have a real big, large community, but it's just they don't have streaming options. The owners don't have streaming options. So I don't know. We'll talk about that with them. Maybe we can get you in there. Maybe you can help out with the creation and shit.
Yeah, most definitely. I love doing it.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Alicia and Jody, like I said, for hosting the WSW.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, brother. So GW, baby. We got a show tomorrow, which second tomorrow will be like in 3 minutes over here.
Yeah,
But
same. Yeah.
you know, so
I think we're on the card tomorrow. I think we got a tag team match tomorrow.
yeah,
Tolos and DDP.
we got something going on tomorrow. We got something going on, so we can't blow that up because the listeners probably getting spoiler alerts and shit. But you know how it goes. You know how it goes, man.
They come out, check us out,
Definitely. Make sure you tune in, man. Definitely every Tuesdays and Thursdays, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. GW Takedown Tuesdays and GW Brutality Thursday.
Yeah.
You get to see Tolos the God in action.
Tolos the God.
That's right, baby.
The OGs.
Yeah, Tolos, man. I appreciate you, man. Like, you're a real motherfucker, bro, and I like that. So, big shout out for having me on the show too. I hope I get a lot of listeners to this one because this man.
Oh yeah, man. I hope so too, man. I appreciate it being on the show, man.
100%.
I know what I was gonna do.
I'm gonna have you on the show again too. I'm gonna do a show too where I can have multiple people and we'll all talk our shit like we do in the GW podcast. You know what I mean? And
that'll be good.
We could probably even go on the air and film it and all that shit too if we want. And we don't know. We'll talk about that soon. You know what I'm saying? But I'll definitely have you on the show again because you got a good good concept of a lot of things and good creativity also, which is being shown in the shows. So you know how that goes.
Yeah, brother. I appreciate it. Let me know. I'm here to support.
Yes, sir. So Tolos the God, baby. Going for the heavyweight champion, naming him fucking first on his top 5 list. Say the Assassin. I hope you heard that, brother.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tolos, bro. I appreciate you again for coming out and showing me love. This is this and that, And my guest today was Tolos the God, the OG.
The OG, baby. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Tolos, for coming by, brother.
All right.
Peace.
Peace.